Hello everyone, I appreciate you joining me today. My name is J.R. Dukes. I am your life coach for a better life starting today. We're going to get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should never get a student loan. A lot of times, at least I know in my life growing up, we're always told go out, get these student loans, get a college education, do whatever you have to do, get a college education no matter what. And today's kind of a warning. I wish I had a video like this back when I was 17, 18 years old. This could have been very helpful. I'm now in my 50s, and I am hoping that this video will help you make a decision as to whether or not you need to go to college, whether or not you need to take out student loans. So here's some free advice for you. I'd like to get started with a little statement, and so I wrote the following. Student loan debt in our country is out of control. Many of us are all conditioned and indoctrinated in the need to go to college. We are told, or at least it's implied, if we don't go to college, we're not going to be successful and we're letting our families down. The truth is, college is not the right path for the majority of us. Alternatives like an apprenticeship, like a trade school, or even becoming an entrepreneur in our own business might be the best path for us to take. So at any rate, according to Forbes Magazine, and this is information I just pulled up that's current as of now, 2020, there are 45 million borrowers who collectively owe $1.6 trillion in student loan debt in the United States. It is now the second highest consumer debt category. It's second only to mortgage debt. Mortgage debt, in case you don't know, is the debt that all of us owe on a home that we don't own outright. In other words, there's almost as much student loan debt as there is the money that we owe on our homes. There are 45 million borrowers who collectively owe near $1.6 trillion in student loan debt in the United States. Loan debt is now the second highest consumer debt category, behind only mortgage debt, and higher than both credit cards and auto loans. More than 3 million student loan borrowers have student loan debt greater than $100,000. My math shows that's about 6.6% of all of the student loan debtors owe $100,000 or more, with approximately 800,000 of these debtors owing greater than $200,000. Just absolutely crazy. You're looking at roughly 70% of the college graduates that graduate have student loan debt. There's roughly a 25% default rate as of right now. And as of right now, the average debt, which is up about 2% over last year, is $37,172. Just absolutely amazing. So what you need to do is you need to understand, do not take out these student loans. They are simply not needed for the vast majority of us. If you, the only time you really need to go to college is in the following circumstances. Are you going to be a doctor? Are you going to be a lawyer? Are you going to be a teacher? Are you going to be some kind of administrator that requires a 4-year college education? You need to think all these things through before you actually go into debt. I can't tell you how many times when I was in college myself, I would see people in there graduating with these degrees that you just know the vast majority of people cannot do nothing with, like marine biology, like psychology degrees. There are more people that graduated last year with a psychology degree than there are psychologists in the United States. And basically what that means is the vast majority of these people are not going to find jobs as a psychologist. Just a complete waste of their time and their money. And it's really, really just incredible that this goes on today. I'm going to tell you right now, here today, you're hearing it first. Back in 2008, we had the market collapse with the economy and the housing and all the problems we had back then. I'm telling you, at some point in the future, this debt that we have on a national scale is going to catch up with us all. You have too many people today that they simply can't afford to buy a house. They can't save for a down payment. They can't start a family. They can't afford a family. And it has to do in large part to these student loan debts. It's just an absolute insane, asinine thing that we've allowed to go on. And it needs to have light exposed on it, and that's what I'm hoping to do here today. All right, the first reason is most of us, we do not need them. All right, second reason is it can affect your credit and your ability to buy and or sell a house. All right, the third reason is it could, if you go into default, cost you 25% in penalties on top of the loan that you've already taken out. And the fourth reason is, the truth is, most of us are not going to be able to pay this loan back. And the fifth and most important reason is these loans cannot be discharged in federal bankruptcy. Imagine having a loan that you can never get out of. It is with you for the rest of your life. They amended the tax code, I think it was back in 2005. The tax code was amended to say that, hey, these student loan debts are exempt from federal bankruptcy laws. You will have to pay this money back one way or the other. Make no mistake about it. You cannot discharge it, which means it's going to follow you the rest of your life. This debt will never leave you. Even when you retire, they can take up to 15% of your Social Security benefits. They can take up, I believe it's up to 15% of your SSDI benefits. So you can have a disability and still have to pay your student loan debts back 40, 50 years ago, ever how long you've had these debts. So it's just not worth it. These loans are dangerous. And really, you got what amounts to young adults, I consider them kids, 17, 18, 19 years old. They're going in and signing for these huge loans. They haven't thought this through. They haven't, figured out where they're going to be in 14 or 4 years. They haven't figured out what kind of job they're going to have. They just haven't thought this through. They're just going to go get a degree. They're going to get a degree, all right. They're going to get a degree in why you should never take out a debt, especially a debt that cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. So at any rate, I hope that this has been informative. If you like this type of video, please be sure to comment. Let me know you like it. If you would like more information, feel free to reach out and contact me. This is something that I've been talking about for many years to many different individuals, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you today. If you need to reach me, my direct email address is reachjrdukes@gmail.com. It should be in the listing below you. And I respond to all my messages, so I look forward to hearing from you. Be sure to like and subscribe to my video below. Thank you.